So it is important to understand the vibration of Omkar, which is to go from your Muladhara to the top of the head. In first session, in this session, we covered all mudra, all Sukshma Yoga. We'll cover some of the asanas here. Tadasana was standing straight and stretching upwards. I will not repeat that. Another standing asana we did was Vrikshasana, which was like this. Okay. But now we'll cover some other asanas.
Okay. काढायचे ते लावायला माझ्याजवळ सेल आहे का?
So Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana is your knees are straight and you have to bend forward as much as possible. Okay. With practice, you will be able to get your head all the way down. Paschimottanasana is one of the best asanas for cleansing your kidneys and sweat related problems. Sweat, if your sweat is smelly, then Paschimottanasana can solve the problem. It is said in some ancient books that someone who can do Paschimottanasana for 48 minutes will get his sweat will be smelling like chandan, that is sandalwood. Okay, so that I'm not sure, I have not done, it's not easy to do also, but then this is very good for your in general kidney functions. We saw that spine has to be exercised, you have to twist it, you have to bend it backwards, forwards. Okay, only if you have back pain problems, serious problems of spine, forward bending exercises should be avoided. Posture is very important. Posture has to be straight. Your lower back should get support. So this is how people normally, if you see older generation people who are used to sitting like this and working, or even saints, they'll be sitting like this with a very clear back. While on sofa, how we tend to sit is our back gets bent like this. Okay, support is somewhere upwards, and this part is bent down. That is the biggest cause of back pain. Padmasana helps in keeping your spine straight. Okay, there are additional advanced versions of Padmasana, which is Baddha Padmasana, where you uh, connect your hands from behind to your toes. Okay, so this can be done only after your flexibility is increased. You can, if you have not seen the earlier session, you can see the videos which will be uploaded. The mudras, the butterfly mudra is something which helps doing Padmasana. Then for stress, the best exercise for stress is stretching of your spines. Best solution for stress is not drinking alcohol. Alcohol relaxes your nerves temporarily, but it has side effects. But when you do this asan called Makar Asan, which resolves stress, you lie on your belly and stretch your, as if somebody is pulling your hands and legs with full force. That is Makarasana. Now, since we are really on the belly, we'll do Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana, your two hands are next to your shoulders. And you lift using your hands. You lift your upper body. You have to take care that this portion should not leave the ground. Your waist has to be always touching the ground. Only the upper portion is bent upwards. It's not just the shoulders, but the neck also is looking up. It's an excellent exercise for constipation, excellent exercise for back issues. And in Bhujangasana, the next advanced version is that you twist yourself and try to look. So if you are wearing your belt, you should try and look at that. But at least you should be able to see your feet. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out and twist. We have taken another important exercise for the lower back problems and neck problems, which was Matsyasana. I think I had shared a photograph of Matsyasana being done in water. But even on ground, what you can do is use Padmasana, slowly go down. You will realize while going down itself that your lower back is bending backwards. The posture correction is already happening. Hold the thumbs of your legs and make bend backwards. Nose has to be pointing upwards. Another important asana, which you can ideally you should do few minutes after having a full meal. Particularly if it is full, then it is important that all your digestive organs are lifted up and given priority for digestion. This I'll show you the side view also. That this is sideways. You're sitting on this. This is a good exercise for if your lower legs calf pain. You can press your muscles by sitting in this position. In this very position, you can also do Kurmasan and Mandukasan. Kurmasan is basically, I think I made a mistake in the first session. I called Mandukasan, I showed, but call it Kurmasan. This is Kurmasan. Kurma is tortoise. Kurmasan is the best asana for preserving heat. If you see in physics formula also or mathematically also, lowest exposure of body. So half your leg exposure is gone, this exposure is gone, you are covering this, and your thumb is inside. Okay, so in cold, when you are feeling cold, this asana can make you feel warm. And if you sit in this asana for some time, your temperature can increase. In our hostel, somebody wanted to do this experiment to get a leave. He wanted to sit in Kurmasan for some time, then go to hospital and get a certificate that he is not well. Okay, and that's a misuse of the asana, but the that also shows the effectiveness of asana. Now, instead of that, if you clench your fist like this, keep it at your navel position, go down, breathe out. Now, this is Mandukasana, and this is very effective for pancreas, that is for your sugar problems or diabetes. Another very useful asana for diabetes and many other problems is Gomukhasana. Gomukhasana is done in Swastikasana. Now, swastik, is cross, and then there are further. Everybody knows the shape of swastik. I don't have to tell you. So this is kind of swastik. This and this. Okay, this is swastikasana. It is very comfortable to sit for a discussion, for everything. It can also keep your spine straight. In swastikasana, I take one hand behind. I think I have to show you from back. One hand behind like this. Okay, this is my left hand. It is touching my right shoulder. My right hand comes from front, goes back and holds this. Okay, after doing this, I keep my head straight. Now let me again turn and show you. Yeah. This is Go Mukhasana. People want to know for which disease, which asana. But asanas are not necessarily only for disease. Asanas are for keeping your in general good health also. No asana should be done only one sided. So I'm doing it from the other side also. Where right hand is going to left shoulder and left hand is coming from behind. We are short of time. That is why we did not cover the uh, Sukshma Sukshma Yoga part. And we did not cover the asanas in the first session. No, but we'll do one common thing, which is in between asana and mudra, which is naman mudra. So I'll repeat what I said in the morning session that naman mudra is best done when you are a bit tired, you have climbed a hill, and you want to pray. Your mind is tired, your body is tired. You leave all your ahankar, ego, and you bend down. Bend down is not just bodily bending down. Your mind also has to coordinate that you feel that compared to this vast universe, this whole world, in comparison with the great gurus or great saints or people who have achieved everything, you feel your zeroness, you go down, and then you will have a great feeling. So we'll do the variation of. So since my chest is expanding, I'm breathing in. Go to the left side. Exhale. Shake hands. Same thing we'll do on the right side. Of course, this left and right are not to be done when you are going to temple and then you will be attracting unnecessary attention. You should be doing straight Naman Mudra only. They are only for the exercise. Slow breathing. Exhale. Omkar, as I said, has to lighten all your chakras right from Mooladhara to Agya chakra. All the chakras, all points have to, it has to energize them all. So your vibration has to move. Om. Om. This was slow motion, but in reality, my hand motion shows where my vibration is happening. Okay, so let's do Omkar. Exhalation is very important for deep breathing. You need to fully exhale. Exhale is completely breathing out. Feeling. Uh, why now? We know the picture. We know very clearly, pitch dark, nothing but me, my presence, my aloneness, my nature, which is knowledge, pure bliss, consciousness, existence, peace, independence, 100% established in this. I recognize this body as the temple of the divine. Am I the divine? No, I am full of good and bad qualities as of now. But me in my purest state is pure bliss, pure divinity. The search of divine that I was doing outside surprisingly was found inside. I won't be going with that the light is being lighted and all that. That was just to help you imagine. But the borders of this temple are the borders of my body. The light that we saw was the divinity inside, pure existence. Me, the knower, the thing that has the sense of I. I am fully established in the fact that, like any matter in the world, this consciousness matter, this life matter, this sense of I has no beginning, no end. So I have no fear of getting lost or destroyed. Pure bliss, uh, infinite, complete bliss, peace, and happiness. I also hear the echoes of Omkar from the universe. But that experience again is part of my purity. Bliss and strength. You may think strength, from where does the strength come in case of the soul, Atman, me, the self? The strength is not being able to destroy something, but the strength is that nothing can destroy me, is the feeling of strength. Nothing can impact me. Complete permanent position of stability, strength, bliss, satisfaction, and calm. Complete independence. Not attached to the body or to people or to material things. Exhale, fill in. Om. We saw a relation between our breathing and mind. We found that our breathing involves different nadis, Surya Nadi, Chandra Nadi, and Sushumna Nadi. But before that, we need to practice Nadi. And to practice and clarify the Nadis, we did exercises like Kapalbhati, Shuddhi Kriya, and Anulom-Vilom. Let's do Kapalbhati with both nostrils. Normally, we do right 54, left 54, then 108 from both. But we'll do just 54 from both nostrils open. If any nostril choked, please use this technique to open that up. Exhale. Completely exhale. Fill in and slowly a slow, steady stream of breath. Something that calms me down and give me the joy of pure peace. We'll do Anulom Vilom. We all know, but I'll again repeat. And once maybe you can still look at my hand motion because it has to be that smooth. Very even speed. Like initially, one may do a slow breathing, then they fall short of breath, then they do little faster, or while living. So this jerk should not happen. You have to by now, with practice, streamline. We saw that for controlling nostrils, this is a standard mudra, but we improvised it where these two fingers are facing your forehead. This is something which gives a stress relief. This has to be very close to your forehead, but not touching it. Fill in with left. Look at my hand. Closing left with right. Exhale. Fill in with right. Last time, do it with eyes closed. Ideally, the whole thing has to be done with eyes closed. Here I tell you to open eyes just to see what I am doing. Exhale from left. And this time fully exhale. Complete. Complete. Feeling very slowly, watch the toxins leave your body. So after Anulom-Vilom, we do Ujjayi. I had told you Ujjayi is very useful for the health of heart, for clearing your blocks of arteries. It is important to have breathing with vibration. This part will do it with Madhya Ujjayi. My hands are exactly at the height of my heart, same elevation. These are not back or not front. These have to be parallel to my body. And I have to feel the vibration here in my chest. Breathe out with friction. Feel the friction here. I'm burning out the cough from my chest side. Fully breathe out. Feeling slow breathe out. Shitakari, Shitali. Clenched teeth. Tongue pushing on the teeth. And breathe through your mouth. Exhalation is through nose. My hand motion is just to let you know how the breathing out process is happening. Completely without slow exhale. Okay, so after Shitali Shitgari, we do Agnisar. But you saw my hands moving with breathing. This coordination of breathing and your kriyas. So when you are doing, let's say, Tadasan, you are lifting your hands like this. That is the time you are breathing in because your chest is getting expanded. So if you attend a genuine Kung Fu class, you will see that the actions of defense, attack are connected with breathing. So, like they do this very fast, but the teaching starts with doing it along with your breathing. This is breathing in. So there is a great power of mind, breath, and your physical actions being done together. Agnisar, as you know, completely exhale and then use your hands on your knees. Particularly for people with risk of diabetes, immediately after Agnisar, if they do we already did Mandukasan, but they do Mandukasana with the fist clenched, going down, breathing out, is very effective in activating, helping your pancreas performing at a higher efficiency. If you remember, there is Ardha Machindrasana, which I had said was the best asana for diabetes. And same from the other side. People can privately ask me if they have problem with Ardha Machindrasana or if they have issues with diabetes. Someday I would like to give a complete uh, description of diabetes and the research, my whatever little research I have on that, that what kind of, which includes what kind of shoes you should wear, which includes when you should eat, what you should eat, what you should not, timing, when water should not be drunk, taken, and how to be free from any medication. So this was Agni sir. After Agni sir, we follow up with Vayu sir. In the end, I'm helping the ear. After that, we do Dhyan Bandh. I believe you remember Dhyan Bandh's order. Mool Bandh is applied. Mool Bandh is the your uh, Mooladhar side, the bottom of your spine, your anal muscles contracted. We take out all air, then apply Jalandhar Bandh, then pull in the stomach, apply Uddiyan. Stay in that stage for some time. Then release Uddiyan, then pick up, release your Jalandhar Bandh. So someone asked, how long can I do this Uddiyan Bandh in the first session? If you try to do it for too long, you will be short of breath. And while your Jalandhar Bandh is still applied, you may try to breathe in, which may harm some of the nerves. So you have to have enough, you should have couple of seconds capacity still after holding the breath. You are freeing your Uddiyan Bandh, then straightening your chin, and then you start breathing. And Muladhar is applied all throughout. DMT. Jalandhar. Push on the knees to pull the stomach as much inside. Release the belly tension. Straighten and now breathe in. Now we'll do final Omkar, but at the end of kriyas, there is an important asana. Does anyone remember what asana I had told you? Sarvangasana. Sarvangasana, so that Sarvangasana, which is a great solution for all thyroid problems, which is also a solution for many other problems related to blockage of anything, because you are reversing the gravitational pull of within you, all your pipelines of body. What is this body? Body is a circuit of electricity, which is nerve circuit. There is a pipeline, which is all your veins and uh, uh, arteries and veins, which is uh, a machine structure with joints, metallic joints like your bone structure, skeletal structure. Nothing but a pure machine. Only thing we found different was that this was not just a machine. This was a machine and a machine controller together. Machine and the life being at. So what is life as such? A life is the period where a machine and a living thing are staying together. That is the lifespan. Then there are some machines which work by themselves. We do not call that as a life. And when a machine breaks down, the life leaves that, so that doesn't remain alive. So, so machine and living being two separate things, living at the same time, at same place, is something which is life. So, so Sarvangas, let me show you now. We had done it last time, but still some people missed it. Complete relaxed position. You lift your legs. This is not done jerking. Okay, now with little bit of jerk you have to, because otherwise you will not be able to lift. You go behind. This is halasan. In halasan, you give support to your lower back with hands and lift your legs straight. Your eyes are looking at the toes. Exact same equation. Now automatically in this position your Jalandhar Bandhi is applied. So that saves your brain from getting too much of blood pressure. Go back to a bit of Halasana position. Take hands down and slowly go down. So one should do multiple asanas, but if you can do other asanas or not, near the end of your yoga kriya, doing sarvangasana is very helpful and should not be avoided if possible. But does that mean that if you don't have time, you should not do partial things? No, you can just do Omkar, you can just do Omkar and Anulom-Vilom, you can just do Omkar and Kapalbhati. You should do Omkar at least once or twice a day. That is really helping the whole body. The vibration goes right from the lowest chakra to highest chakra, energizing your body. Now, what is the next? Quickly, if anyone remembers, unmute and tell me. What is remaining? So we'll do Brahmari. One exercise I had asked earlier, the batch. Just relax your fingers on your head and with the thumb push inside and block your ears. And full concentration, you just try to listen. Could you hear that hum? Very distinct, though feeble sound, but a hum. Something which you may hear when you go to a forest, absolutely peaceful river, and you feel you are hearing that sound. This is something which is called as, I don't know, I mean, I get it very easily. Without closing my ears, if I concentrate, I can hear that. This is something which is called as Anahat Nad, which in Nad Yoga will go in detail. There are Ahat Nad, Anahat Nad, and multiple things. But this is called Anahat Nad, which is a natural sound. Medical science calls it unfiltered frequencies of our ear machine. But whatever it is, this Anahat Nad, being able to hear it is a very calming experience. And if you can hear it, it can be used for further dharana and improving your concentration and going to a deeper meditation. Okay, so let's do Brahmari 5 times. Your full focus will be on heart, and the vibration has to be felt. Like you hardly hear the sound. You want to communicate, you want to talk to the heart. Your voice should, mind wise and voice wise, the vibration wise, should reach your heart. The heart which has been neglected by you due to your, let's say, neglect, misbehavior, wrong diet, or whatever, irregular diet, irregular habits. So the heart has been neglected, has been abused. You need to establish that good relation with the heart. So with mind, you are focusing on the heart with full compassion. The hum is reaching to the heart and the vibration is being caused there, which you know is going to clear your blocks and everything and make the heart happier. So as you do that, the heart will start feeling happier. By the end of it, unlimited joy is what you should feel at the place of heart. You'll say, what kind of thing it is? It's just a machine. If I tell my computer I love you, would it feel something? But this is something different. This machine is bound to my soul with a structure called mind, and there is tremendous impact of mind on the body, which experiments like hypnotism and mesmerism have proven. So I've read about a mesmerism experiment where a person was mesmerized to believe that what is being poured on his hand is a boiling drop of boiling oil, and it drops on his hand, and he gets uh, uh, you can say swelling there, a swelling, a wart there. But it was just cold water, simple drop. But that full belief had such an impact on his body that the body reacted with a protective swelling. So there is a power of mind when combined with the body. To one doctor who had gone through bypass surgery, I had told him this as uh, a solution to help his heart's health. And there is a Hindi song, Dhire Dhire Machal, E Dile Bekarar. And I told him, sing that to your heart. Dhire Dhire Machal, E Dile Bekarar. And like actually feel that. And your heart will slow down, the beats will slow down, and it will help your heart. Fortunately, that doctor had trust and belief in the power of mind and yoga. So he did that and found it useful. So let's get into the actual act. Ears closed, my forehead, it immediately feels like, just above my brows, these two fingers, and it gives me relaxation. Next two fingers below the eyes, head bent downwards, spine is straight, filling with friction. Heart is feeling happy. Mm. Straighten your head. Remove eyes around eyes, fingers around eyes, and then the ears. After this exercise, I feel so charged. I need feedback from people whether they also do feel, don't feel, so that we can steer our course accordingly. Because this is something which is to be experienced. That this has to actually charge up your body. This vibration should energize your heart and every single cell of your body. Final Omkar, followed by the Dharna. Some people maybe repeat this time, but if you see sometimes before doing Omkar, I'm keeping quiet. What am I doing? I'm getting in the groove because I have to have this conviction that I'm expecting greatest of the experience in my life. The greatest of you may not get it, but you are doing this course, you are doing this so that you get this highest joy of experiencing the self. And when you have that expectation, only then will there be a possibility of getting that result. I haven't seen that a student in school is not even expecting to pass, is not expecting to come first, and comes first. That kind of miracle rarely happens. A person has to try and be expecting something with full conviction. So once you are believing that you are going to get the best of the experience, then you prepare, you calm down yourself because it's the greatest of the thing that you're. So that respect is given to that act. So I keep quiet, calm down. I feel everything is aligned. Then my spine is straight. I check that. For those who cannot, they can do Parvatasan and do that. Fully exhale. Feel it. Sure. I am hearing the Anahat Naad, but you can at least try and hear the Manas Omkar. This temple, pure, solitary, single existence. Nothing but I and the vast universe. Is there dark? I don't care. It's this temple filled with divine light. The divinity is me in my purest state, completely stress free. When I have realized that I am attached to nothing, there is no scope of any stress. Fully convinced that the attachments that I feel now, deeply connected to me, is because my focus has been so small to this small. life. If I look at my infinite lifespan of infinite past, Anadi Anant, this current lifespan is such a small piece that it is insignificant. Overall, I am by myself, independent, alone, peaceful, blissful, calm, complete strength, indestructible. When I have no end, and the best thing that can happen is just getting better and better experience. Where is the place for anxiety and stress? You would realize your hands are lying limp on your legs because full focus is not on the body, it is within. Sha- Shuddhanand. The happiness, bliss that is irrespective of what happens around me. Exhale, feel it. Chant. Slow water moving around me. I see nothing. I feel soft touch of sand under my feet. I must be in some kind of water. Water temperature is same as my body temperature, but I feel slow motion of water around me. At times water touches my earlobes. Calm water. I see some light in front. The sky is getting brighter. Sun is about to rise. And so I can actually view the scene. Very vivid and clear. Vast river. Why vast? We have been relating water to my mind, reflection to my interpretation, and the mind, the capacity of our knowledge is so vast. So The river has to be vast, very large river, calm water, perfect reflection of the clouds, the rays, both sides, green, dense forest. I observe some smaller shrubs, some larger trees, particularly a tree with branches spread all over, a branch that comes above the river, bends down, almost touching the water, and then it comes up. At the tip, there is a flower. The branch is so close to water, slightest of breeze, and it would cause ripples. Like my sensitive point. Sun is rising, scene becomes more beautiful. I'm fully engrossed in the reflection, the game, the symmetry of original and reflection. Exact reflection, replica of the original picture. Something I find amazing until a drop of water drops in front of me. Such vast river and a single drop of water disturbs my reflection. The ripples move towards the sides, and now the whole reflection is contorted. Still, there is a symmetry in this reflection, this distortion. I keep indulging in the reflection. But now multiple drops start falling, and there is no symmetry. Water becomes rough, bigger waves. I feel a pull, sand being pulled under my legs, a push from behind of the water that is flowing, fear of falling. I try adjusting my body to balance and not fall. Becomes much more rough, and now looking at reflection, I cannot balance. But the common sense takes over, and instead of the reflection of mind, I look at the original picture, sun, the clouds. I do a bit of stabilization, and now I see that sun has come halfway up, still coming up. As it comes up, the water level is rising. Slowly, I get fully submerged. So the picture, the reality, sun, the clouds, even the reality is not available to me because it is external to me, not in my control. And again, I am with no support. I don't know how much I have moved in water. I don't know whether I'm facing the sun or not now. No sense of direction. Water is so muddy. Forget reflection. I have no clear picture of any light also. And my legs slip. Now I start flowing with the water. First, I do desperate tries to try and control. and find it futile. There are situations when you apply logic and are able to control and come out of the difficulties. There are situations where you will find yourself completely helpless, where applying calm logic also does not help, completely out of your control. This is the similar situation. You're flowing, there are things cutting your skin, stones hitting your bones. A very painful experience. How long will it last? You don't know. Will you last in this? You don't know. And then you remember your practice so far. What do you take support of that is stable, permanent, and is always available to you? You close all your external focus and put it all within, inside that temple where only you have control, only you have access, and only you live. That divine light, completely unaffected by what is happening outside. Shant, blissful, pure existence. Simple properties of existence alone, pure knower, and a source of infinite bliss. For this couple of seconds, when I was focusing within, at least I had completely forgotten about water flowing, whether getting dashed on something or not. Pure, peaceful, blissful existence, consciousness, the feeling of I, existence as pure knowledge and pure bliss. Exhale, fill in. Om. So I was saying that you need to have this conviction or this thought, this expectation that you are going to have the greatest of the experience. So right now we are talking about the light. Light is just given as an analogy. But when you actually are being able to experience that pure joy and that knowledge, then the experience will be enhanced millions of times. And then nothing can stop your progress after that. Then you will just move towards higher and higher happiness. And then why would one not want to go ahead when you are really enjoying what you are doing? So when I say what happens externally not affecting you, I'll actually give the example. I think I have given one, but I'll repeat. That this was the case when I had a bad fall and there were two rib fractures. Nose was bleeding and knees were hurt, and but main pain was the ribs. Rib fracture you cannot plaster it. It has to be flexible for breathing. You breathe, it pains. You cough, it pains more. You have hiccups, it pains even more. Every action is constantly giving you pain. You will say this is a depressive situation. Either you take terrible painkillers and kill the pain. What does kill the pain mean? That the problem is there, but you stop that message of that problem to your brain. That's all. But let's say I had not taken the painkiller, that pain was there. And that is the time on a meditation group of our batchmates, I had told them that do you want to see the proof of spirituality, proof of true happiness? Like people can say, who has seen, kisne dekha hai? Where people are just saying that irrespective of what happens outside, you get pure happiness. So I said, no, this is the time you can actually see the proof that I have this pain, which is extreme pain. And you can come and talk to me about Atma and the pure self and the true happiness, and you'll see the same level of happiness on my face, irrespective of this pain. Now, this is something which is an experiment that people can see, and then they at least would have some conviction that yes, I also would want to have this complete independence from. Otherwise, we are pulled and pushed from by so many things, by rules that government makes, by people who break rules, by goons, by official goons, unofficial goons. You are pushed and pulled by so many situations, natural and unnatural. And obviously, all of us want to have that position of permanence, of that, as they say, Dhruva Tara, the story is based on this only, that these ups and downs, this boy wanted to be independent of them and he wanted a permanent position. So Dhruv word means, the Sanskrit word means a position of permanent stability, permanence. Everyone wants that. And that is something if you can find within yourself. It exists right inside you. Then what's the harm in finding and enjoying it? So we had ambition plan of including Shavasan, but I could not do it in first session. And so I think it will not be right if we do it in this session because that session people will be left out. Maybe next session we will do that. There's a possibility that next session there will be a break because I have so many weekends I have been break free. Even if I was traveling internationally, I would take care that I reach before Saturday. So Saturday I can prepare and Sunday I can deliver the session. But this next weekend, most probably I'm traveling on the weekend, so it may not happen. But in that period, we'll give you many tips that we covered till now, like what to eat, when to eat, how to take bath, and how to breathe, and so many other things on group. Okay, so we may have a break possibly on the next weekend. Any questions? Last time we covered a complex topic of fate and karma. And does it happen if because I do something, or it was to happen, so I did it? Was the complex question that we discussed. I tried giving um, explanation to that. My mother told me that it is too difficult for common man to understand. So I told her that maybe there is no one who is common man here, but if there are people who have confusion, they can ask me here afterwards or on the group or in private. Yeah. Any questions? So when I am doing these experiments, I feel elated. I feel every cell charged. I feel great happiness. What are your experiences? I need that also people to share so that I can uh, change the course of my teaching. That maybe sometimes I'm going too fast and things are not understood. Not sure. We need to get that desired effect, that desired happiness. We are doing this course to find that greatest happiness that we have not experienced before. Yeah. If nothing, then it's almost 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. here. So then I'll close. But would be happy to take a question if one or two questions are there. What was the? I will share my inputs and area I'm working. Okay. Anyone else who has a question? you should try and make it difficult, as a challenge for me by asking trickiest of the questions. What that will help is that will cause a discussion, a manthan, and will generate. And if I'm being able to answer those questions, there'll be a better conviction on the theories that I'm teaching. Okay, so thank you, guys.